guys, welcome to my channel. First, I'm going to start off by making sure my face is clean using these charcoal cleansing wipes, removing all the dirt and oils because we will be applying a prosthetic piece. I'm going to use my spirit gum to stick my brows down, fully saturating the brow with the spirit gum, kind of pressing it as well. With my spoolie, I'm just brushing all the hairs in the same direction and fan drying it. Also using my fingers to press it while I brush. And now onto the prosthetic. Now this is my first time making like a bigger piece like this. Clearly it's a little messed up around the edges, but we're going to make it work, I promise. But practice makes perfect, guys, and I'm just starting out with these, so y'all gonna have to give me a little leeway. So I'm applying the spirit gum everywhere that the prosthetic is going to be on my face. The trick with spirit gum is to tap it until it's tacky, and once it feels tacky, that's when you can apply whatever you're trying to apply. So I'm applying pressure when I'm putting the prosthetic on from the center outwards, basically just to make sure everything is nice and sturdy and stable underneath there. Just going over all the edges just to make sure everything is stuck down how it needs to be. It was a little weird around the mouth, so I did have to go in and cut pieces off and adjust. Like I said, we're going to make it work. Oh, and please be careful with the spirit gum or any of these products, like the chemicals around your eyes, because if it gets inside your eyes, it will burn. I promise. I promise. So please be careful, guys. This is a gelatin prosthetic. I actually mixed my own gelatin to make this, but witch hazel actually dissolves the gelatin, so I'm going to go in with the Q-tip and hopefully dissolve some of these edges. Also, my apologies for like the extra time lapse right here. Now I'm going to go in with my liquid latex to fill in around, basically fill in the gaps around the prosthetic and give me like extra layer of sturdiness, extra protection, so that the prosthetic doesn't come off. My air spun powder to control the shine on that latex. I know y'all see it. Finally, we're getting into the face. Going in with my e.l.f. antioxidant boosters for some skin priming and some skin protection. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in 385. Just using a flat kabuki brush to buff that into my skin. and actually I'm going over the prosthetic, so just like that's a part of my face. I know my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan and my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Deep Fonts, I think. Taking my beauty blender and just blending it out like normal. Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Deep, I think, just for some contour. My NYX Bear With Me spray on my smaller kabuki brush to blend it out. Little tip for you guys, I always spray my brush or my beauty blender before I blend out my creams, my concealers, just because I feel like it always helps me move the product a lot better. Wet n Wild banana powder, time to set, baby. Oh yeah. Dusting some of that over the prosthetic just to set that foundation on there. So if you don't know already, you will come to learn, I promise. I always switch up my brows, like it's just a thing. I just love brows and I love them in all shapes and sizes. And for this look, I just wanted some straight, evil looking brows, kinda. This is where the craftiness comes in. I'm actually using some, so I had this old like dip brow. It's kind of dried out or whatever, but a mixture of that and black shadow right over top of the prosthetic, and it looks just like brows, even though y'all know my brows are covered up. Right here I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer, but I actually wound up going in with my Juvia's Place Shade Stick just because it's a lot thicker and I wanted to lay those hairs down. Okay, for shadow, I'm using my 52 Cosmetics. Shout out to one of my favorite brands, black owned, oh yes. 52 Cosmetics Ladies Night Palette. I don't have the palette with me right now, but I promise I'll put it in the description for y'all, all of the shades and colors that I used. I kind of formed a V on the outer corner of my eye with that dark burgundy color, and then I went in with a lighter pinky tone shadow in front of the burgundy to kind of blend that. I want the inside of my lids to be light and the outside of my lids to be dark. So I'm taking that black next and just putting that on the outside of that original V. I'm just going back and forth between brushes and colors, just making sure everything is nice and seamless. As soon as I do another color, just go back with the previous color and blend, 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 blend. So I'm taking this like yellowish brown kind of shade and blending out that black because I don't want that black to be harsh. I want it to be nice and blended and dispersed into my skin. As you can see, I'm just going back in with the other brushes, making sure each color flows into the next. Now going in with my concealer brush just to get those creases off my lids. Taking this pink shimmer color and starting about 2 millimeters from the corner of my eyes all the way to where that last color is. I'm placing this copper shade like right underneath my brow bone in that little dent in there. I just wanted it to be right there. It's weird placement, but it's cute, so whatever. This is my CC Beauty cream color case. Oh yes, just taking a brown and a black mix to color in my nose on my prosthetic. Taking black on a small brush, I'm filling in my nostrils. I'm taking the brown, just the brown, to go over my nose for some texture definition. Also because I felt it was kind of close to the nostrils. You know, you can't have it all blending in. Now, how do you contour a bull nose? This was all off the dome, by the way. But I figure if the nostrils come out, then right above the nostrils would sink in, kind of, right? So I basically just used my contour shade from my medium to dark palette and contoured around the nostrils. Set that paint too. So above the nose and around the mouth. Basically, I'm using a contour shade to kind of smoke out underneath where the paint was. Just using this brush to set in all that powder that was left. So it needs to contour the nose up to the brow bone. Good thing that the prosthetic gives us that shape though. I didn't know what I was doing with this nose shading, but it worked, right? Now I'm using my KO Cosmetics blush palette. I think because the eyes were like pinky orange, I wanted like the cheeks to be like real blushy, so that's why it's a lot of blush. Just keep blushing, just keep blushing. Using my medium to deep contour shade, I need those cheeks snatched. So for my bottom lid, I'm just doing everything that I did on my top lid and make sure everything is nice and blended and smoked together. Lashes from my girl IAmGxdess in the style Tease, looking all pretty on my eyes. Yes, little mascara to blend them things together. Hit them bottom lashes too, baby. Oh yeah, there we go. Going over that little piece of brow with the black shadow just to make everything nice and dark and looking good. Okay, now to one of my favorite parts, the highlight. Oh yes, this is Colored Rain highlight in Your Treat. Oh yeah. Plus a little bit of my Suva pigment in Empire State. I don't think this is a highlighter, but I love it as a highlighter. Clearly, y'all see it's popping. Going back in with my blush brush to blend everything together. We're gonna do a nice, simple little lip because the face is so extra. So the lip is just simple. Nice little gloss, little color underneath. Now let's get this wig popping. I don't think I really need to explain what's going on because it's kind of self-explanatory, and I put my wigs on the easiest way ever, so I think I just gonna let the music play right here, you know, let y'all just watch. Yes, I'm a nose breather, so no, I could not breathe at all out my nose during this. It was all mouth work. So when they asked what their mouth do, struggle to breathe. I made this little horn headpiece. I can do a tutorial if y'all want. It was kind of simple. I found it on Pinterest how to do it, but I just wanted y'all to show this thing just kept falling off my head, like the whole time, just kept falling off my head. The headband I used was so slippery. I had to buy like different ones after the fact, but it was a mess. It was a mess. So I had to wrap my hair around basically to secure the headband on my head. And it worked kinda, but every time I walked around, I forgot I had the big ass headpiece on and just knocked it off every time. And we're done. Hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. I'm trying my hardest to keep up with this YouTube stuff, so please like, comment, and subscribe. And stay safe out here, y'all. Thanks for watching.